What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are here with Reaper and the Crown Vic. I don't think we ever came up with a name with that car, so if you have a name for it, let us know down in the comments, because I don't even think she has a name for it yet. It definitely needs a name. Right now it's just Project Vic. But yeah, today the valve seals on this thing are shot. This motor has like 250,000 miles on it, and it does smoke and blow a little bit of blue smoke and oil out the back. Not actual oil, but you know what I mean. Y'all know how valve seal leaks look, and it's not pretty. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it does use more oil than what it should, and it doesn't really hurt anything. You just have to make sure you keep up with your oil. But today we are doing an oil change, and we are adding Lucas stop leak. So this is the Lucas stop leak that we are going to be using. I hear the stuff works pretty good. I wouldn't use it on my car. I don't know, it sketches me out a little tiny bit, but on a high mileage engine, I don't think it's gonna hurt this thing too much. So yeah, I think we should be good. We'll find out how good she works. They claim it works. Shall see if this takes care of the smoking problem with the valve seals. And you are gonna be doing the oil change, right?
One eternity later.
Dude is swamped. Alrighty, so on the bottle, this stuff specifically says it's for bad valve seals. It says in gasoline engines, a white puff of smoke out of the tailpipe in the morning is a sure sign of worn valve seals. So, yeah, this car definitely has that issue, especially in the mornings. It blows a little bit of white and blue out the exhaust, and even when she's setting at a light for a few seconds, like 20 seconds, she goes to take off and puffs it out. My ex's white Mustang, which you guys remember that one. Hers was the same way. It, I think, was actually worse than this thing. It had less miles on it. Hers blew out a lot of smoke. I'm sure you guys have probably seen a couple of the shots I got of her car in the past. But yeah, it says let the stuff work in for a few days for the smoke to completely go away. People swear by this stuff. So I guess this is going to be our own little review on it to see if it actually works. So we're going to go ahead and start changing the oil now. And after we change the oil, we'll pick up in a few days and see if it works.
Always remember, guys, use your safety equipment around you.
Hard free.
What was that?
All to the room.
All the room?
All to the room. Probably a 17. Can you be a good slave and give me a 17?
So while we were down here, we found out that I don't have a heat shield rattle. I actually have a catalytic converter rattle.
Nothing's loose. So whatever, something broke. That's why I have a cat code.
Oh, maybe.
Well, let's dive straight pipe the bitch. Damn, son. I can't use motor oil, massage on the body.
Sounds great for your skin.
Oh, yeah.
Not too bad. It's dark.
Well, I'm sure. It's 250,000 miles worth of oil.
It's not. Huh? What do you say?
Alright, can't find my filter tool. I don't think I have one anymore. So we're gonna do this the old school way. Guys, just buy the right tools. Don't be me. Ta-da! Use lubricant and lube your seal. Alright, so I guess we're gonna see how thick this stuff is. Yeah, it's thick. So I'm gonna pour a little bit of this in here to start off with. God, it's thick. We'll do half the bottle first, and we're gonna finish it off with oil. We're gonna put the rest of this in, because this is a quart, and that's 5 quarts, and Crown Vic's apparently takes 6 quarts according to Google. I don't know if I trust Google, but we're trusting it today. It started going everywhere.
It did. Messy.
Do you want to sip?
She's thirsty.
In a pain in the dick spot.
It's a pain in the dipstick to get to.
This is why I always have you fucking do this. I can't get it in. I'm struggling. The thing about clean oil, it's always hard to see. Add a little bit more of that shit and then we'll leave it as is.
Beef pizza at home. On the way.
It tastes like sugar-free waffle syrup. Hey, don't interrupt my commentary.
Aww. Look at that mess.
Alright, so I guess we're gonna clean this up. We're pretty much done. The instruction says let it set for a few days. Not let it set, but let it take time to work for a few days. And yeah, so in a few days, if it quits smoking, I'm gonna give it like, what did you say, 2 days of driving?
2 to 4.
2 to 4. You drive enough, so I think 2 days will be fine.
I'm sure.
So if we see any progress, we'll, you know, pick the camera back up. For right now, we'll catch you in a few days. Alrighty guys, we are picking this up a week later, and unfortunately we got quite a bit of bad news. Not really that bad. The car is actually fine itself. We had to show my girlfriend to go to work, and she knows that her front tire was flat. Yep. Literally no air, and well, it's got a little bit. We found the leak easily. Yeah, I pumped it up after I got home from work, and yeah, that's where it's leaking from, right at the valve stem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up the air compressor, fill this up quick. It'll last about 30 minutes before it's completely flat. Take it down, literally not even a mile down the street to my local tire place. Unfortunately, my rim job guy is out of town at Mustang week, so he can't fix on an emergency. So yeah, I'm going to just bite the bullet and go to an actual tire shop. On a good note is, we haven't noticed any blue smoke lately. We haven't really looked. I haven't seen any on the cold start, so I think the Lucas worked. It's been there for a week, and yeah, let's do a cold start real quick while I pump air into it, and we'll see what it looks like. These 4.6s always sound so good, but so far I haven't seen any smoke. I couldn't really see it from the front, but I'm pretty sure there's no smoke. I stood behind it a few times beforehand and nothing. I think she's good. When we get to somewhere else after I get the tire done, we'll let it sit and idle for like a minute and rev it. Usually that's when it smokes the most, when you let it sit there and idle for like a minute or two, then rev it, then it would push out smoke. Other than that, I don't know, I think it worked. So we will see here in a little bit when I get this tire fixed. Already going to the tire place now, and yeah, what a pain. Alrighty, we are here at the tire shop, and I'll pick up the camera when we are done. Alrighty, I have to go to a different tire place because they did not want to get me in no hurry, even though I told them my tire was leaking rapidly, and he's like, oh, it's going to be a little bit. We got 3 cars in line. I'm like, Jesus Christ, mine's an emergency. You can just pop the tire off, get it done real quick, and all that shit. So instead of a 3-hour wait, it's just going to be hardly even an hour wait for Mr. Tire. So you know what, the car's not going to make it much further than that, so I just have to sit here for an hour. And yeah, it's unfortunate, but I don't know why NTB, like, they had so many employees and like 2 open bays, and like they could have literally just pulled the car in, popped the wheel off, popped the tire off, and fixed it real quick. But you know, sat here for 30 minutes just for them to tell me that they're going to be longer because they're having complications. I'm like, Jesus Christ. So now I'm going to go somewhere else, which is also right down the street here, and see if they can take care of me. Alright, let's hope Pep Boys doesn't disappoint. Alrighty, to shout out to Pep Boys. They actually got me in immediately. They're about to come around and grab the Crown Vic now. But yeah, they're going to go ahead and replace that. I told them just to replace the valve stem with just a standard rubber one instead of the sensor one, because this one has sensors, this car does, but honestly, the light's on anyways and they don't really work. They never really worked, so I'm thinking about just pulling the bulb for the sensor out of the cluster. I mean, you can buy like those valve stem caps that read, and you have like a little screen that you can put in your car that reads it. I'm thinking about just buying that. I'm thinking about getting that for the Mustang too. But yeah, so yeah, shout out to them for getting me in. And after this, we are going to see if the Lucas stop leak worked. I think it did. I haven't smelled or seen any smoke in a while, and like since a week since we put it in, really. So yeah, I think it worked, but we'll find out here shortly. So update on the Vic. I got a phone call and they did a courtesy inspection here. It was hilarious. So I got the text about the courtesy inspection firsthand, and I read through it. It said every single dash light is on. I'll put the whole thing up here. Dash lights flashing, hard time starting. Sometimes when you turn the key on, it clicks, and that's obviously a starter issue, but it's never gone out, so we never worried about replacing it. It might be a bad ground to the starter, who knows. We plan on looking at it. Either way, the dude, when he went to start it, he clicked it 3 times and until it started. Started pretty fast after it finally started. One report, it said slow starting and the battery needs replaced. I'm like, then he called me afterwards after listening to the report, and he told me about it verbally over the phone. Well, I told him, like, well, the battery's brand new, and I said I was out here, and I said I heard it click. I said that is a starter issue. But they tried quoting me a starter. I just told them that, hey, I have a starter coming in the mail. Thanks anyways. But yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. I thought I had to bring that up, but the car is almost done. So as soon as it's done, I will update you guys and we will head out of here. And there she is, all set. Alrighty, we got her all fixed up. That was still hilarious about the courtesy inspection with all the dash lights and everything. The dude was sitting here wondering how to get the mileage pulled up when he first went to move the car, and I'm like, it doesn't show it. Yep, just the click that they was talking about. It's not no slow start. It starts just fine. It's not a bad battery. It's, I don't know what made him think that that was from a bad battery. Common sense says that's either a start issue or a wire issue to the starter. The battery's fine. We just bought this battery when we bought the car today. We bought the car because it needed one to drive it. But yeah, we're gonna go to our spot to where we can see if these this Lucas worked. So I think it did, but we shall go see. I don't know, guys, I think the stuff actually worked. Yeah, I was looking, I didn't see any smoke. If any guy calling the camera, I'll put like a text right here saying I was wrong, but I think it worked. Yeah, like I said, Samantha hasn't noticed any smoking or any smells. The smell will be strong. It would smell burnt oil like crazy with this thing, and it smelled good so far. Alrighty guys, so I will pick this up when we get back to the house and end the video off there. Alrighty guys, we made it back home successfully. So yeah, he did repair the valve stem, and it was only $25, so I give him that was a lot cheaper than I thought. I was expecting like $40 to $50. So $25 is not bad. But yeah, I still laugh about that little report that he did, but oh well. But to answer the question is, for us, the valve seal Lucas oil stop leak, it worked. At least for us, for now. I don't know how long it lasts. I'm sure it's not a permanent thing. The valve seals are still dry rotted, I'm sure, but you know, it works for temporary, and we will check the oil level in another week to see if the oil level went down, because this thing would burn up the oil like crazy. But yeah guys, that's gonna be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please put up a thumbs up, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.